32.4. After 1.8, I've done 32.7.
Jeez.
Okay, so I'm just on the front stretch going into turn 1. Basically, like, your breaking point is like right before this 50 mark, and just kind of in general, like, the thing with Misano is you gotta take advantage of like every single inch of all this runoff. So at most other tracks, the rumble strip is kind of where you hit your apex, but at Misano you gotta take advantage of all these like red runoff areas. So yeah, like, this is how I position my car for entry into 1. Hit the brakes right before the 50. Turn 1, you could hit all of this black and yellow, what do you want to call it, sausage curb. Keep it in the middle. For turn 2, you gotta put your left side tires on here, but not much more than that, or else you'll bottom out. Keep it to the middle here, because for turn 3, this is fully flat out. If you run it too wide in turn 2, you'll kind of position yourself in a way where you gotta lift to get through turn 3. So this is fully flat out. For turn 4, it's like right before the 50 as well. Kind of start turning in a bit early, and you gotta make sure you hit all of this. So put your car like just about like this, like where your right side tire is like just about touching the grass. On exit of 4, make sure you don't run, this is about as wide as you should go. Don't go anywhere over that, or else you'll also bottom out. And then from here, I just stalled it. From here, turn 5 through to turn 6, this is all flat out. So from here, you'll be foot to the floor, and kind of all the way through here. And yeah. Again, run out as wide as you can without hitting the black and yellow rumble strips.
For that part, do you short shift at all?
In qualifying, no. During the race, if you're on worn tires and stuff, you may need to either lift a little bit or short shift.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. What turn is this? Turn 8, I believe, right? So for turn 8, the braking point is like just after this 100 board. So again, use all the runoff, so I'll be positioning all the way over here and braking around here. So as long as your left side tires are on the rumble strip, you're good to go.
I can't believe you're this wide. That's insane.
Yeah, you have to be. It's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, you have to be. It's a little bit sketchier. Like, there's definitely less grip on the green stuff, but it's what you gotta do, because you're trying to open up every corner as wide as you can. So you brake there. Again, when you hit the apex is really all the way down in here. Again, use all the red stuff. On exit, same story. Run out as wide as possible. Use all this available runoff. And then here, turn 9 and 10 is kind of tricky. And it's a really important corner, because you have to make sure you get a good exit, because that sets you up all the way down the backstretch. So the way I attack this, stalled it again. I'll kind of run wide out here, start braking right about here. It's kind of hard actually when I'm going super slow. Yeah, so turn in early, gonna use the rumble strip and run off on the inside to help rotate the car. Get on the gas early, make sure you don't slide, because if you slide at all in these cars, it's gonna hurt, like all the way down there. So use all the runoff on the exit.
You might be saying it. Can you say what gears you should be in too?
Sure.
If you can.
This probably is something a little
car
easier for when he does a
Yeah,
lap around.
So for the gears, like, I'll have to actually do hot laps, because like I actually don't know off the top of my head like what gear I'm in.
And I know that's coming next. Got you, bro. Yep. Sounds good.
But, yeah, for over here, so let me back up a little bit. Hopefully I don't get DQ'd. So over here, I'm kind of braking. Sorry, let me see where I'm at. Yeah, I'm kind of braking right here. You're not braking fully. Like, so for me, I would apply roughly 75% brake pressure, somewhere around there. Because essentially you're like fully sending it into this corner. Like, that's how you gain the most speed. So fully send it into here. It's really important that you don't, wash it over here because you'll definitely get a track hood. Then the breaking point is right where this like white line is on the pavement, maybe slightly before it. It's kind of tricky going into turn 14 here because you'll likely bottom out on this rumble strip. So you just gotta watch out. Make sure your ABS setting is all good so that you don't understeer and lock up and go wide. So for here, you have to make sure your right side tires are right about here. Helps you rotate, because if you miss this, you'll definitely understeer throughout this whole corner. Once you go here, this turn 15 left-hander, it's actually flat out in qualifying, but you got to make sure that you hit it right. So attack it kind of like this.
It's flat.
Black and yellow rumble strips go all over it. Like this is how you should be. Yeah, if you miss that left-hander apex, then you'll run too wide over here. So yeah, flat out through here, and then for the last corner, you're braking right about this 50 board, maybe slightly after it. And as with just about every other corner, you're using all of this inside room. So you could touch the black and yellow sausage curve over here a little bit too. And just on exit, make sure you don't hit this last one though. If you hit this last one, it's gonna shoot you right, and you're gonna have a bad time. So I guess I'll just do a couple hot laps. I think that might be a bit better for you to see my line.
Yeah, that'll be great. And just narrate your breaking points as you do them if you don't mind.
Matt,
Yeah,
do you
sure.
need to reset your tires? I don't know if your tires cooled off a ton.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Give me one sec.
Yo, Max.
Yo.
Can you send me that setup?
Yeah.
I might consider doing that. So here's the thing. Truthfully, I'm just running the CDA setup, like the Coach Dave Academy setup. I don't really do any setup work myself, partly because I don't have time to do it, and also I don't have the expertise. So yeah, this is just Coach Dave Academy setup. I just changed the brake bias, and that's really it.
Just for context for you people, he's not being stingy with the setup. When you become a member of Coach Dave Academy, when you sign up, it literally says, do not share these setups with other people that haven't purchased it. So otherwise you risk being kicked out of the program. So
Yeah, it's an honor code thing.
yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense. Cool. Yeah, so I'll just run a few hot laps, and I'll try to talk. We'll see. And hopefully I don't crash or spin out, because that's going to be embarrassing.
No pressure.
That just means you're pushing it to the limits, my guy.
Yeah, just take it easy. Just take it easy.
Easy for him's probably still like, 34s.
What's going on in here? What am I missing right now?
Tyrell, you're here for a coaching session, so if you join the server, just keep down. We have Matt doing some hot laps and teaching people how to go fast AF around Misano, which is next week's track.
Yeah. Oh, and also, one more thing I gotta point out with this turn 6. If you find yourself running too wide on exit, as in you can't keep your left side tires on the rumble strip, it's best to go all the way right instead of running over the black and yellow sausage curves. Because if you run over them, it's gonna launch you in the air and you're gonna have a bad time.
They eat you.
Yep. You're gonna need a new spine, a new car, new everything. So, and especially like if you're gonna get a track anyways, like fully go to the right, maintain your speed, and just avoid all that.
Speaking of Coach Dave, that's a nice $24.50 I just spent.
True.
Yeah,
That's
it's
exactly.
expensive,
That's
Yeah, it's
exactly
definitely
what I.
expensive, but like in my opinion, it's definitely worth it because like they do spend a lot of time like perfecting their setups, and it's just good to save time.
Don't understand how it works.
Actually-
I don't. Do you like subscribe for a month? Like, do you
No, you can just like
$10
straight up
subscribe?
buy it.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that
You can
and subscribing for $10?
Subscribe.
a month?
I forget what it says. Look at
Subscriptions
it.
have limited downloads. When you buy the bundle, you buy the entire car's setups.
Yeah.
So, I'm a subscriber. I've been subscribing for a couple of months.
I don't know. I subscribed and I can't figure out how to download a single thing.
How different?
Click on it, just redirects me to purchase
Really throwing it into the corners.
How different is the Evo 2 and the Evo 1?
Completely different
A
cars.
lot.
Yeah.
Fuck. Alright, well, I'm not buying it
When
then.
you go into turn 1, are you putting your right tire on the checkered strip?
Yep. I'm basically putting it anywhere there's not grass.
So that was a short shift.
What was that?
Yeah, I'm still on my like second.
Oh,
lap,
Yeah,
I guess.
he's still warming up his tires.
Yeah.
He's not even there yet.
God dang. All the way out there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just have to say, watching the on board with the VR is much better than watching the pancakes on YouTube.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, so the thing with like these tires is it basically takes 2 laps to get into the operating window. So you know you got your out lap, and then your first quote-unquote hot lap is really a second out lap.
Yeah, I was finding the same thing, so I'm glad that's not me.
Feels like it's been that way since the tire model.
Now, did that just validate right there?
Nope. I was still within track limits.
Damn.
Fucking nuts.
Fuck this game. Jesus Christ. And at Paul Ricard, I run 2 wheels off the track and hit a yellow curb, and I get a fucking drive-through.
Alright, let's watch this hot lap.
Holy shit.
33.6.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. On like not even fully temped tires. That's insane, man.
I should have stayed with the McLaren.
I might buy the pack for the McLaren on Dave's.
It's starting to sound worth it, isn't it?
Let me tell you, you're not gonna run 33s just from buying the pack.
As
No, I know.
someone that has bought the Coach Dave setup, I can attest to the fact that it unlocks some of the car's potential, and it makes it your job easier as a driver to go, okay, this is how the car should feel.
Because aggressive default is not. It's okay, but
It's not representative.
Well, like, shit. I think I was capable of running, like,
Yeah, this is a bad lap.
So you're just coasting it
217s.
right into the apex there on that corner, right? You're just kind of letting it coast in just to kind of get a bit of front end traction there.
Yeah, exactly. Like for every single corner, I'm basically trail braking, right? 'Cause,
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. You're trail braking to the apex, letting it coast a little, and then kind of getting on power, or coasting it almost to the apex, and then trail braking almost to the apex, and then coasting it through.
Yeah, exactly. So like entering the braking zone, like you're just foot to the floor, but then it's at the end of the braking zone where it matters. Because instead of just fully letting go of the brake, you gotta kind of have to like roll off it slightly.
Yeah, to help get some of that front end grip and help the front end turn. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just impressed by the confidence and accuracy of just like aiming the car and throwing it in.
He's also managing oversteer constantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's pushing the car right to the very limit.
I would have spun out like 5 times, like corner 5.
That just comes with practice, boys. But you can see, if you can learn how to manipulate the car, I mean, he didn't have traction to that whole apex right there. He just was sliding through it, but
So that is
because he's-
validated, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was validated.
yeah, but
cheater.
So you're almost going right in between the 100 and the 50. You're breaking pretty far. See, you ran a little wide there, I think.
Yeah, missed the apex. Yeah,
Yeah.
grab the sloppy.
No, not sloppy at all. Jeez, man's fast as fuck, boy.
Too fast.
I have a question on braking. I notice like a lot of videos when people brake, they don't go into their ABS, but it seems like if I just barely touch mine, I'm showing like ABS kicking on.
The replay doesn't show ABS or TC kicking in.
Like your ABS should definitely be kicking in. Just curious, what car do you drive?
A McLaren.
What ABS setting are you on?
Usually like around 4.
ABS doesn't kick in on replays. You don't see it.
Oh
So
yeah.
on YouTube
yeah,
it won't show up.
Yeah, so if you're watching your throttle and brake tracing in replay, it's not going to show nothing.
Wait, you just did a 33.7?
No, that
was his first outlap.
Yeah, he invalidated.
I notice you're not fighting the car there. You're letting it run really wide going out there. Try not to scrub off speed.
Yeah, that was barely invalidated again.
So wide.
Wow.
Overall, do a lot of you run Coach Dave stuff, or?
Slow down, car.
So Doug and I split a subscription.
Okay.
Alright, so explain this to me. I bought the subscription. I go in, I look at the pack, and then so it just brings me to pricing options to either subscribe now or purchase
So
when
you-
I just subscribe.
So Dave, you have a limited amount of downloads. You're gonna go to subscription downloads. You go to your account, and then go to subscription downloads on the left-hand side. So account, top right-hand corner, subscription downloads on the left side, and then from there you'll want to search and make sure you get the M4 GT3, not the M4 GT4 car. And you'll want to, probably grab the next 5 tracks because you're limited to 5 a day, and I think it's 15 or 30 a month.
One important thing to note while watching him go around the track here is that he's in a mid-engine car, and his ability to just flick the car and let the rear end rotate around is definitely a personality trait of these mid-engine cars. Front-engine cars, you can't drive them in the same way, but there's other ways to manipulate the car to have a little bit extra oversteer with the front end as opposed to the back end.
Or power.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Yeah, like just like the balance of like the different cars in this game, like it definitely matters a lot. Yeah, like I can't really speak to any other cars because honestly, I've only ever driven the McLaren, so I'm not too useful in that. But yeah, no, you're definitely right.
So, does someone want to do some laps, and we can possibly go to some breakout sessions, and you can, only one of us is running 133s in this entire lobby, but there are some other people in here that can help if you're still learning just how to drive.
Do we want to reset the server? We've only got like 4 seconds or 4 minutes.
Yeah, we can go to the next.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Good call out. Hold on 1 second.
Next it.
You did? I was going to.
No, I was going to say, yeah, next it, don't restart it. There we go. That way it records those times. I think that's a good idea to do a breakout session. I think each of the pros in here can go to a different race chat, and people can kind of filter into whichever room they want, and we can look at individuals' driving lines now that we've had an impeccable example, and go over some individual questions.
Yeah, so I'll jump over into race chat, and if anybody else wants to help teach,